Hi. So this is the first episode of the new version of the podcast. I used to have an old podcast called Chillin with Syafi, as you guys might know, and now it's called the Chilling Pod, and we have with us BD
Hey
from
everyone.
Bachita Eh. Yeah, so this is actually quite exciting. This is the start of something new. We actually already recorded a few episodes last year, but I feel like now with this new set, we're gonna be making way more episodes. And yeah, how's 2026 so far, guys? So when this video comes out, it should be 2026. So this is just a simple introductory episode because you guys might know me, but not BD. So just a short introduction. BD, tell the audience who you are.
Hey everyone. My name is BD Shaheed. Nama saya BD.
Woo!
I'm from America, Connecticut specifically. Most people don't know where Connecticut is outside of America, so that's in between New York and Boston. Been living in Brunei for almost 5 years. Here because of my lovely wife.
Yeah. So, just to get some questions out there from people that might ask, how long have you been in Brunei, BD?
Almost 5 years.
How has Brunei been to you, and what's the main difference between Brunei and the States, would you say?
Brunei is fine. It just really depends on like who you're asking and what are you looking for. So Brunei is quiet. Brunei is very laid back, which I don't mind the change of pace. A lot of stuff in the States can be like super fast paced on the go. And Brunei is not like that at
a
all.
bit chiller.
Very a little bit on the slower pace. But that's like fine sometimes.
It can be annoying, but
It can,
sometimes
yeah.
it helps.
People are nice. It's actually fine.
It helps with the blood pressure. Can you tell this?
It
Can you
can.
share the story when you first came to Brunei and you saw how many cars there were in each house?
Yeah, I was just like, man, there's like a lot of car dealerships at a lot of houses, and then you go inside and it's like, I don't see like a counter, I don't see a secretary. This is just someone's house, and then it's like, oh, people just live here.
Yeah.
There's like 8 to 7 adults living in this
Yeah.
massive house.
Each house has like 3-5 cars.
Yeah,
And that's normal to us.
very normal.
Yeah.
Where
and
like
in the States?
in the States, houses for the most part, depending on where you live, it's not as massive, but it's like 1 adult, 2 adults maybe.
Yeah.
There's not really, there's not a lot of adults in one house. Usually you just have like, the mom, the dad,
Yeah.
the children, and then that's it. You don't have,
Because you move out at 18.
you usually move out like after high school
Yeah.
or in college, and like you don't return back at all.
Yeah.
But now it's becoming a little bit more common to like stay longer and come back after college. But yeah, it's interesting just to see like there's 3 generations in like one house.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
I do see the positive to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, I don't know if you're okay for me to keep this in, because before coming to Brunei, you didn't know anything about Brunei, and you thought we were poor. And then when he came and he saw all the cars, like, am I poor?
Yeah, no, I was like, you don't really know much about Brunei or like Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And the only thing we're exposed is like the less fortunate, and then you get here, and it's like, man, there's a lot of, luxury cars I'm seeing everywhere where like nice rims, and then you have these big houses, and then it's like, I think I'm the poor one over here. Like, can I ask for a few dollars and then people will give it to me?
I wonder if you even know the concept of Malays, or was it
never
just
heard
like
of it.
Asians are just
Asians,
like Chinese, Japanese,
Chinese,
or like
Japanese.
Koreans?
I mean, that's all we're exposed to.
Yeah.
And I'm going like.
How about like the Vietnamese and whatnot? Like you see,
I mean, we
as,
know
like...
of like the Vietnam War.
Oh,
but like honestly,
you know the people.
But like honestly, because we're not really exposed to it.
Yeah.
Like Vietnam, you can still classify that under Chinese.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah, just we're not really exposed to it. I mean, now more of like Korean culture.
Yeah.
All these other like different like Southeast Asian
kind of like breaks off. Yeah.
But yeah. But I would say like when I first started visiting like 10 years ago, no, it was really, we're not really exposed to it.
Yeah.
Like I've never heard of the word Malay until
I
I met my wife, and then I've never heard of Brunei, and then, she's explaining everything to me, and I'm like, all of this just sounds made up. Like, none of this sounds like real. At all. It sounds like Asian Game of Thrones. Like honestly, like what you're describing.
The monarchy.
Yeah. Like how all these like families are like important and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been quite an interesting journey.
Yeah. And let's get to the next part, and it's to answer why am I bringing you, and how did we meet in a way? So technically we met before Bachitae. So if you guys don't know, there was a podcast, Bachitae. Shout out to Shin, Camille, and also Syafi. Still keep on contact with all of them and whatnot. But me and BD, like, we talk on the outside and whatnot. And I was just like, at that point when I started Bachitae, I was kind of like done with not done with the limelight, but I kind of wanted to take a more background role because I used to be a bit more controversial and whatnot. So I was kind of done. So I kind of wanted to come back when I'm a bit more mature and a bit more laid back, and I feel like this is the right time, especially to have a podcast where, again, like, this, like, I'm going through a lot of life-changing things, got married, etc. So yeah, more things to learn, but I think it's nice to have someone candid about their lives, and I feel like that is, I wouldn't say it's missing in Brunei, but I think there's a lot of taboo in sharing, especially like your marriage, issues,
struggles.
And also to debate like who should wear the pants in a relationship or a marriage, man or the woman. Can it work if the woman wears the pants? You get me? So things like that. And I feel like me and BD are always open to talk about these things. We don't shy away from topics. We might cut them out if BD gets a bit too crazy, or maybe I see something wrong. It's never one way. And I think me and BD also do a balancing act. Like if he goes a bit crazy, I become the calm one. If I go crazy, and BD's the rationalizing one. So I think that's why it balances out. Hence why we did some test episodes as well. Yeah, to get back to how we met. So we actually met the first time I was buying honestly the best tacos from Wife's Bodega. And BD was silent, and I was just like having a conversation. I was like, damn, this guy's really nice. And then he applied to audition for Bachitae. And then I was like, oh my god, this guy looks very familiar. Honestly, I didn't even know you were black. I didn't even know. I thought you were Arabic. Do you get that?
I get, I can definitely blend in for like Southeast Asian, depending on like what I'm wearing.
Yeah. If you wear baju Melayu.
If I'm definitely wearing that, especially if I'm wearing like my songkok. My songkok as well. I get a lot of like ethnicities that I could blend in for.
Which is a great thing, that's why people love to have mixed children. They look amazing.
Best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. But yeah, so I remember, and then I remember during audition, I don't know if you remember this, when you guys came, we were still setting up, and you helped carry the couch, and I was like, okay, he's a good guy too. So honestly, he got a lot of pointers, and again, he's also an amazing speaker. And in Bachitae, it was really always fun to, honestly, everybody was fun to listen to, but of course, like, each person got busy with life, and I think, if anything, when I approached BD with the podcast, BD was super deep into it, and he didn't just want to be a co-host. He also wants to be a co-producer. So he wants to do some episodes that he gives ideas for, and I think that helps the whole dynamic. I would say because it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just bringing things on the table and BD just react. You get me? And I think that allows it to be like both of our shows. So yeah, what to expect from our show? We'll be talking a lot about things that are it's kind of taboo, but like we're not afraid to touch on a lot of things because also I feel like both of us are able, like for example, like I was about to say druggies, but I don't.
Maybe not that.
Yeah, not that first.
Yeah,
but
maybe substance abuse.
Yeah, substance abuse,
Yeah.
you know, and we might talk about some domestic violence cases. We also have a few episodes talking about murders in Brunei, which hasn't been talked about a lot. And I understand why nobody talks about it is because the family will most likely watch the episode.
Yeah.
You know, like a cousin might watch it and they'll be like, oh, they're talking about your son, you know, and they'll watch it. So again, I think we also know when to not joke around and whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a much needed space to talk about these things. And I think in Borneo Bulletin, they're starting to show more like legal cases, like with drug trafficking, sex trafficking, and whatnot. So, and I feel like we're gonna talk sometimes about things that happen in the States, but I understand BD doesn't want to be the spokesperson for America, which is going a bit crazy.
Which happens from time to time. I'm not the ambassador, you know?
Yeah.
I just used to live there.
Yeah. But yeah, so sometimes we'll talk about things that happen in the States as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And hopefully you guys are here to join us for this ride.
Yeah.
Anything else to say, BD?
Yeah, I mean, the goal of this show is, you know, it's compelling content. Hopefully you will be entertained.
Yeah.
Also, a big goal is education.
Yes.
You know, we do want to inform, you know, people out there who may not be aware of some of the things that's going on.
Yep, exactly.
Also to introduce like a different perspective on things. But I mean, if you can laugh, if you can learn, if you can
do both,
if you can be smarter at the end of the day, then I think that we have done our job.
Yeah. And again, we'll try our best to upload every week or have an episode every week for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, let's make 2026 a big one.
Yeah.
Let's hope. See you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye.